Hey, what's up, YouTubers? It's PK78. Coming to you guys today because I got a subject about something that it's very important, and it goes on a lot in this world: domestic violence. Now, when I say this, I don't just mean women getting beat on by men. Men could be in a domestic violence situation too. I know it might sound funny to you, but it's really not, and it really does happen. Um, if you or anybody that you know is in a domestic situation to where you know it could be violent, or you know that person is having issues, they may be too scared to try to find help. You might want to encourage them to. Um, I know me myself, I've been in a few violent relationships to where um, most of it was mental and verbal, but a lot of it was physical. Um, I mentioned to you guys before, I have to go get oral surgery. From here back, my teeth were broken from a man who decided to put his hands on me. He was 6'2", 6'3", and he weighed close to about 320 pounds. I'm 5'2". No matter how big my weight was or is, whatever, it could never, I could never fight off a man that big unless I knew some martial arts or some, you know, other stuff. But um, he was a big guy. He was very strong. Um, it wasn't, and the bad part was like we really didn't. It was he never before this. He never had put his hands on me. Um, he had a mental breakdown, and he took it out on me. And this whole side of my face was black and blue. I had contusions all over my back. Contusions are bruising of the skin that don't come out yet, but it's there and it hurts. Um, my ear was bloody, black and blue. I had his strangulation marks because he was choking me as well as hitting me. From my necklaces that I had on at the time, they were cutting my throat. You could see every one of his finger marks on my hand, on my throat. Um, this man is no longer here. He ended up taking his own life. Um, but even though he did that, I don't wish death upon nobody. But I'm only doing this video to make people aware that domestic violence is serious and it's out there, and you need to get help. Don't, if you're seeing this and you're in a domestic or your partner is abusive, I don't care if you're a male or female, seek help. There is help out there. Um, don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until that person gets put in the hospital, or don't wait until you get put in the hospital. I always thought that, like, in the one relationship that I was in, I felt like I was stuck. I felt like he controlled me so much that um, I didn't even know who I was anymore. I had to dress the way he wanted to, do my hair the way I wasn't allowed to wear makeup. I wasn't even allowed to eat unless I served him and our children first. I don't have no kids with this person, but we had children. We both had children. Um, but thank God, no matter what, everything that I've been through, God put me in the path of a man who is awesome. I'm now engaged to a man who is respectful. He takes care of me, and I don't mean financially. I mean, he does, but he also takes care of me physically, mentally, emotionally, any way that a person should love a person, he does. Um, Me going through those bad times with guys, most women, and I'm sorry to say this, most women will turn gay. Most women will turn away from men and be afraid of them. Don't do that to yourself, because there is men out here who are worth actually giving your time to. I have one of them. And me going through all the bad stuff that I've been through with just that one or two, I think it was like two guys, two really bad relationships that I was in, to where they turned physical. That just made me love and respect the one that I'm with now so much more. Like, if you love somebody and you know you're giving that person your all and they just stomp it, they don't care, they stomp all over it, they disrespect you, they try to change you. It's okay to change if you want to change. If you feel like you want to change to better yourself or even better each other, that's fine. Don't change. Don't make nobody tell you you can't wear makeup. Don't let nobody tell you can't do your hair or put perfume on or dress a certain way. I mean, I don't think females should be in a relationship showing all their booty and their boobs, but that's just me. But don't let no man or no woman tell you what to do. You're in a relationship. You're not in a binding contract of prison. You don't have to give up your freedom because you're with somebody. You don't have to lose your identity. What makes you special should be what draws you to the other person. Um, People have trust issues in a relationship. That's okay. You could build a foundation to make sure that they understand that they can trust you. I used to have trust issues. My fiance used to have trust issues. You build a bridge, you get over it. Um, but it's not okay to mentally abuse people. Tell people that they're fat, that they eat too much. They shouldn't do this, they shouldn't do that. And hurt them so bad spiritually that they break and they start starving themselves. Or they don't look like they should because they don't like the way that you do things. Um, Again, this isn't just for women. This is for men too. Don't let a woman bully you or make you think you're not nothing or think that it's okay for them to walk all over you. It's not okay for anybody to do that to anybody. Don't be controlled because you have children together. You can co-parent without being together. Um, all I'm saying is like there's help. There's definitely help out there. I know a lot of communities now. When you apply for an apartment, they want you to go to a lot of landlords want you to go to the borough building and get a printout stating that you were never arrested for violence, a domestic violence case. Um, there's just there's so much. It's better out there without that. Like you don't just because he hits you or she hits you. It's not he's hitting you because he cares. She's not hitting you because she cares. It's not because she or he don't want you doing something because it's going to hurt yourself. No, they're controlling you. That is control. Like they do it because they feel bad about themselves. I've never ever really met a man who was a woman beater, and they're out there. I don't care. Every race, shape, and form has them. Um, I've never met a man that would beat on a woman that would they won't stand up to a man. They will not sit there and fight a man like they will a woman. It's easier to pick on a woman because they're smaller or weaker. Unless you're a bodybuilder or a UFC fighter or a normal woman, you can't beat a man. It's just not going to happen. For men, if they're degrading you, if they're calling you out your name, if they're putting you down in front of their friends, that's abuse. They Two people together shouldn't do that. Love's not supposed to hurt. I don't care what Ja Rule says. I don't care what any rapper says. Love is not pain. Love does not hurt. If that's the case, we'd be hurt all the time from the love of God, and we don't. Um, Love comforts. Love is kind, respectful. I'm not saying two people together has an argument that's a domestic. No, you're going to have disagreements. You're going to have situations where you don't always agree, but that's okay. That's what makes you different. And like I said, if you get help and you get away from that situation, there's other people out there that will respect you, that will love you for the person that you are, and not what you could do for them. Um, I'm living proof. I I shouldn't be here today. God had bigger plans for me. The same one who busted my whole face open, he pulled a gun on me, and it was my gun. It was in my name, and he was going to take me out of this world. If it wasn't for my daughter's picture falling when it did, and it fell in front of him, I probably wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be here today. Domestic violence is real. It's serious in every way, shape, or form. I encourage you to stick up for yourself. I encourage you that if there's a weapon in the house, to get it out. If you need help, go to the grocery store. And when you go to the store, go get help. I know if somebody was to come up to me and say, listen, I need help, I would help them. Because I've been in that situation. I'm going to try to find information on helplines, and I'll put it in the description below. I encourage you to get help. It's out there, it's available, and churches, they're always open. You could always go to a church and get help. Police station, they might not work as fast sometimes, but I would encourage you to definitely get out of the situation, get help. And if you have kids, it's not cool to see mom or dad getting hit on. It's not cool to let your kids grow up thinking that that's okay. Like, my mom and dad argued a lot. My dad never put his hands on my mother. Ever. He walked away. And he always said a happy wife is a happy life. So, step up for yourself. I know there's a lot of videos on TikTok and YouTube that have a woman, it's a song. It's, the woman picks up the phone and acts like she's ordering pizza, but she calls 911. If you could do that, do it. If you can ever call 911 and you don't want them to hear you talking or whatever, put the phone down while it's on 911. Make sure you say where you're at and who you are to that person, like you're arguing with them. Be like, well, I don't want you at this house. And say where you're at. Or whatever argument may be. But let 911 hear you say that. They will send help to you. There's been people that lost their lives to domestic violence. If you, on the news, you hear it all the time. A husband shot wife and kids. Women killing their kids because the husband wants to divorce them. It's sad, and it's a problem that doesn't need to exist. We're equal. Everybody needs to be treated equally. So please comment, please like, subscribe, share this. Like I said, if it reaches one person, it did the job. Also tune into my fiance's page, his YouTube channel. It's SBoy46 Money Team. He has a lot of inspirational videos. He also has some funny clips. Of course, I love him to death, but I'm pretty sure you guys will too. But make sure you check out his channel. He's very talented. He does photography. He does a little bit of music. So go check him out. Like, subscribe, and comment on his page. And I will be posting another video later. It's probably going to be a challenge or two. So tune into that because it will probably be pretty funny. But yeah, check out my other videos too. And let me tell me what you think. Alright, I'm out. Have a blessed day.